Hello everyone, I am Florent Lassombrook and today I'm going to present you the software part of the HydroMatics project. As explained in the hardware project, we are using 3 actuators and 5 sensors. The actuators are the following. We are using 2 electrovalves, one for the rainwater tank to fill in the water tank when its level is too low due to evaporation. This action automatically takes place once the water level is too low, and one to pour in the fertilizer in the same water tank. This action will be done automatically after a certain period of time that can be changed by the user depending on the amount of plants he uses. And finally, one pump. It's the pump that gives energy to the water to go through the pipes. It can be switched on and off manually by the users or automatically if the water tank is too low. We are using 3 relays. Indeed, the electrovalves work in 12-volt DC. Therefore, we are using 2 relays to go from the Raspberry Pi command to the electrovalve. The same thing applies to switch on and off the pump that works in 220 volt. It's the Raspberry Pi pins that are used to send the signal to the relays. The sensors are the following. We are using 4 soil humidity sensors. Even though those are normally used to get the humidity of soil, they can easily be used to detect the presence of water. Indeed, during our test, we get an analog response of 400 to 500 if the sensor's plaquette is immersed, and between 0 to 15 if it's not. 2 sensors being extremely cheap, we are going to use them for a project. 2 of 2 sensors will be used for the water tank to detect the low and high level. If the level is low, we stop the pump to avoid it running without water in, and we fill in the tank with the rainwater tank. If the level is high, we close the water tank electrovalve. One sensor will be used to detect the low level of the rainwater tank to send a message to the monitoring system saying the tank is empty. One sensor will be used to detect the low level of the fertilizer tank. It will also send a message if it's empty. Finally, one flow meter to get the information of the water flow getting through the pump. If the value is too low, it will automatically stop the pump and send an error message to the monitoring system. All those analog information are read by an Arduino and sent to the Raspberry Pi using a serial communication between those two. The Raspberry Pi is used to both send signals to the relays and also to host the web server. In summary, we have the Arduino getting analog data from the 4 humidity sensors and the flow meter, and it sends those data to the Raspberry Pi using a serial communication. The Raspberry Pi reads those data and controls the different outputs such as the electrovalves and the pump. It also sends information to the web server. Therefore, HydroMatics is a multi-programming language project. We have the Arduino programmed in C, then we use Python to control the GPIO of the Raspberry and also to create the Raspberry web server. And finally, the visual of the server is programmed in HTML with CSS. The monitoring system is divided in 3 parts. On top, we have the monitoring panel where the user can read all sorts of information on the state of the installation. For example, if the water level of the water tank is too low, a sentence will appear on the monitoring panel. On the bottom left, we have the command panels where the user can switch on and off the different actuators. Those are only to be done for some maintenance reasons. Finally, on the bottom right, we have the sensors panel that shows directly the analog values of the different sensors. Those are only for troubleshooting. This is the end of the software presentation. I hope it gave you a good view of what we are doing and that it will make you want to learn more about our project. See you soon in our next video.